Hey everyone, I had to come back and do a voiceover on this because I don't know what happened to the audio. I was watching it myself when I uploaded it and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going in and out of audio. So let's see if I can get it like I had it because I talked about a lot of stuff. I wanted to do an update to my Malden because I added some things and I put pictures of my family. I put adhesive little pockets right here on top of the flyleaf. It is a Mo term so that I can have just inspirational area for looking at my family members, and I really love it. Again, this is 30 millimeter rings that I altered, and it is the Malden stone. I added these stickers right here because I really do want to try to use those. They're from Happy Planner, an annual calendar. And then here is my same decor, which I really love. It's like this blue and this matches the gray. I check off the days here, and I added my Monticello inserts. So that is really, really good. So what I did differently was I added tabs along the side from Franklin Covey Compact. The tabs are what's going to give me some division in these sections. So I've got some of the same decor, but these tabs were really essential because I was going to go and buy some. But I was like, no, they came with a monthly section, or I mean like a daily section I bought before, so I decided to use them. So I used this masking sticker that is like a white kind of color. I covered them up, and then I used the stickers from Carpe Diem. They're like little icon stickers. I took like this blue-black color, and I just kind of ran it along the sides. I know the sections because I've set them up, so I just thought that it would help me. So I've got an inbox section. This section is more so for throwaway paper, and that section is more for like notes that may make it into my main list section towards the back. So when I'm on the phone or something and I have to really just kind of write something or jot it down, I like having this section up front. This is more like a home reference binder where I can reference material and just reference things. And it's not something that I take on the go. So I knew I wanted to make this section and stuff for myself. So those little notes and inbox sections were created by my friend. I've got my favorite Mead planner paper. It's like very thin, and I love lines. So it allows me to just kind of write right up front before I get into main sections in the back. So that is kind of what I have there. The next section, which has a little coffee cup, is really tracking, and I didn't know what I wanted to track and use these monthlies for once you come up and see them, but I did know that I wanted to try and have a bunch of inspiration on what I wanted to track. So I went to Pinterest and printed out that says personal relationship blogging and all that good stuff. It gives me ideas on what I want to track. Right now, I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to see if I want to track, my son's driving. I want to see if I want to track my cleaning days, stuff for overall house things. I do know I want to track just one thing at a time, maybe two. The heart indicator is always a thing where how I track, if I color in a heart, that means something got done. So once I try to figure out what I'm going to do, I definitely will show you guys. Those are just giving me like ideas, and I thought it would be nice for me to print. I did use a lot of the Pinterest items to put different images on all the sides of the dividers that you'll see, but this was the first one in terms of tracking. So the next section is my dailies. I decided to leave this light blue and dark blue there. I decided to keep it more muted. Before I had like the place where it said daily, so I just kind of inputted this divider so I can do that. Now again, here's a little daily sheet that I printed off Pinterest that just kind of gives me reminders on what I can do, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, if I have extra time. And again, it's just something nice to look at, something to motivate me, something to help me remind myself, are you doing these things daily? And things of that nature. You can just type in like daily routine in Pinterest, and many of them come up. So I just found one that was tailored to what I like. So here are my dailies right now. I am just using them functionally, just pin. And usually I have to have a functional and a pretty planning in rings. That's just kind of how things work. So right now I'm using the dailies like that. And then I'll use my weeks with stickers. But these dailies are really nice from Franklin Covey Compact. They're the Monticello inserts. I cut them down to the personal size. And they just let you track your schedule, notes, and a task list. And I think it's pretty awesome. And it's an overflow from my bound planning that I will show in the next video. And I really, really enjoy it, actually. So my next section here is homeschool. So I took my homeschool section out of my main planner and I thought to put different inserts in here. Homeschool is always rough. I track it on my monthly planner in the back from a yearly perspective. I also track from a weekly perspective in my main planner. But as far as like the planning and all the basic stuff, I need somewhere to kind of do pre-planning and things that we've done. I've tried many inserts, many sections, and it just doesn't stick. But there is a routine that me and my daughter do have that's already established that doesn't need to be written down. But I did print out some stuff for kinder reminders and like a little schedule to kind of motivate me, not to kind of follow to a T, but maybe just kind of motivate me. And so I put that right there. I do have these inserts that I found in my stash, and I thought that to use this like as a reference on what we do Monday through Friday, what subject we work on, maybe just more lists in terms of activities and field trips that we can do, but just like a reference. So that's why it's slit, and that's why I have it right here. First thing when I first open up this section, so I could possibly use this insert more structurally for my daughter. So also the next set of inserts, I want to say are from Peanuts Planner Co., but I don't remember. But I think I love the categorized section. I always do very well with homeschool tracking or ideas when I have that section. So of course, once it morphs, I will definitely show you how I've used it or I'm going to use it. But right now I'm thinking field trips, things that she likes to do, craft ideas, and just what we actually did that day. If there's something that I can't put and we didn't do that day, I can just do a short little journal on maybe her behaviors or maybe something that she is going through or even myself. So homeschool has definitely been a journey for us. I'm very thankful. We're on our 4th year, I want to say. I've done it since she was three, maybe 3rd year. So anyhow, that's that section. And I really, really am hoping to morph it into something that I could really, really use for us, for maybe the both of us. So I put a little school bus right there on the tab, and it's really cute. You can see the other name of the sections on what they were before, but I didn't feel like doing, tabs on double side, so I just kind of left it there. So the next section that I'm going to be going to is my actual weekly section, and that is the weekly section that I use for myself. And I thought to put down a daily house cleaning schedule. So like a daily upkeep, things that you could do on certain days. It has like a scripture from Proverbs 31:17. And I thought it was just a great starter to put in front of a week to kind of give me, some motivation again. But then of course I put but first coffee. Hello. And this is the section where I can use for stickers and memory planning. Kind of like a pretty planning area. I've mentioned that on many occasions that is what I like to use. Those paper clips are the infamous paper clips that I have been trying to search for so many weeks at my Dollar Tree. My friend Anali found them for me and sent me 2 packages of them, and I've been placing them everywhere, and I freaking love it. So even though they are like a rose gold and I have silver rings, I don't even care. I just love the freaking paper clip. So in the past, I've used my weeks like this, where I put my events on the left side and my tasks on the right. I've used it for scripture writing. I even tried to use it for homeschool. It totally didn't work. So that's why I'm showing what I've used before. So In the weekly section, I like to notate, even in more depth, like what we do. It's a chance for me to use stickers, chance for me to use different pens, a chance for me to be creative. It does have a purpose in that it helps my anxiety, helps me mentally, helps me use another insert, and keeps me distracted. So I love to use it. My next section is lists, and it's really my happy place. Lists are my happy place. I'm a lister. I love to list. The little image that I got and put right here is from, I think, David Allen. It is his like inbox kind of section, your next action, someday maybe, reference, like it just guides you and gives you like a cute image on, what you should do. I don't really use or follow his concepts. I've never even knew he existed until the planner community. And I do really think that a lot of his concepts are great. And it's really nice and inspirational to look at. So list is definitely going to be more long-term list, home list, project list, any kind of thing that I want to keep more reference. It can be spiritually, it can be homeschool related, marriage related, any item of my life that's categorized, I will list it out. And it's more long term. I use it like for auto debits. I never keep password information here. I use that in a separate binder, but I like to use all of my different paper because it's just the best. The next section is going to be the monthly section. And the monthly section to me is just like an area where I can reflect on. I did put a little image on the other side of that live, life, love. I guess I'm kind of showing you here that my different sections do coincide with my house as well. But that is my monthly book. That is my main system. These are my rings. This is a companion to that. But my monthly is tracked in that other book that I just showed you. But this is always something that I really love to do as well. I want to keep right there monthly reminders for actual March and change out that Post-it note. Right here is just like a monthly planning routine and a month ahead little insert that I found from Pinterest. So I just kind of tore it apart and pasted it in. And again, it's something for me to look at, something motivating. It asked me a month in review. It asked me, what did you accomplish this month? How did the last month go? Like, I usually just take note of it in my head. I don't really write that stuff down. But again, it's something very nice to look at, very motivating. And that's what I wanted to do on the white side or the back side of all of these dividers. So I'm thankful that I accomplished that because that's what I wanted. So I am writing right here that, what did I write? Let me go back and look. Oh, work on my spending. So I have a spending tracker in my main planner. It does track like different areas that I know that I like to hit up either locally or online. Last week, I did a horrible job. I was spending all kinds of crap. But this week I am really trying to hone in on that. And some days are good, some days are bad. I don't care. It's going to track everything. If I spend every single day, I'm going to track it. So I do want to work on that. In my monthly, it's going to be like a miniature version of what is in my main monthly calendar in the standard size. I just kind of write events, birthdays, schedules, kids' appointments, my appointments, things of that nature. But that book right there is the main hub of absolutely everything. It tracks, sex and weight and events annually, monthly, and I have 3 of those for the prior years, and this will be the 4th one for a monthly, yearly perspective. And I also track homeschool in there, so I cannot live without those books. So that is what I try to. It'll be probably like a small replica, and I will keep that in here. So I'm just mentioning that, sometimes I'll write my monthly tasks up there too and, kind of combine them into this. It's just very, very flexible in my rings. It gives me a chance to just do all kinds of things. You do use different inserts, and rings will always be a part of my setup, be a part of my lineup. And I do change out the size quite frequently. So if you see me like go to a pocket or an A6 or an A5, I kind of use the same exact system. Last section is my faith, and in my faith, I have these soap study inserts. They are from a friend. She did mimic them for me off of So Much Crafting inserts. Again, I don't like spending a lot, especially on my inserts. So I'm so glad that she does that for me. I kind of keep her hidden and secret. She doesn't like to post a whole lot, and she doesn't like to she doesn't have a shop. She kind of just does this on her spare time, and she's wonderful. So these are some of the soap studies that I've used before. I've kind of taken that out, showing that, but I do have plenty of videos where you could go see my faith routine and stuff like that from prior years. But I kind of try to stray away from sharing those soaps and devotions and prayers, because people are nosy. They will screenshot. They will I don't know. I don't have a public Instagram anymore. I have a private one, so that's no longer an issue, but I don't like showing it on my YouTube anymore. I have a map. So cute. And then that is it. That is it. I am going to move that little home tab to my home list area. So my list area will be, just like I said, long-term list, short-term list, but then also home list. And I'm dividing up the page right there so I can put that tab down. And if I want to go to town on projects and stuff I want to do for my house, I can. So that is it. I did a really good job the first time, but obviously my audio is not working very well when I'm using this phone. So something has happened. I had to go back and do a voiceover, so which sucks. But I did not want to leave that horrible audio up for you guys, because this video is jam-packed with information, and I wanted to make sure that I refilmed it. But this Malden has been doing me so much justice. I'm loving it. I'm loving how it's coming together. And of course, I wanted to show you guys. This binder has been very great to me. I do want a black one, I'm not going to lie, but I don't want to spend so much money. And just the slimness of the Filofax in my hands is great. And so shout out again to my friend to help me to de-ring this. But thanks so much for watching. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for understanding. Thanks for rocking with me all these years. And yeah, I'm not going to bring back the comments anytime soon. So sorry you can't interact with me like that. But I do appreciate you watching. I do appreciate you supporting me, and really taking the time out to watch these crazy videos, because I know I film a lot. I know I talk about a lot. I know that there are things that you probably don't understand, and I just try to do my best to explain it in my videos. I have a lot of videos that you can go and rewatch, and I guarantee you that I would have talked about what your question is. So again, thanks for watching.